Hello, hello. I had an idea I wanted to try out. Battle RC I haven't done yet. It's kind of similar style to the exhibition tournaments I've been doing, but this is going to be an exhibition round robin heat instead. If you don't know what a round robin is, I'd be kind of surprised if you're watching this, to be honest, but if you're not aware, let me tell you real quick. So, in this case, round robin is going to consist of four bots. Each of them will fight each other once for a total of 6 fights, and the bot with the best record at the end is going to be the winner. It's as simple as that, honestly. And I thought this would be a nice, smaller thing to do because I'm still obviously going to keep doing the exhibition tournaments. Got another one I'm doing soon, but I figured in between the bigger tournaments I could do a couple of these because they're not that big and it could be fun. I think, and I do plan to run a sort of round robin style tournament in the future, but that's for a lot later, so don't worry about that. But anyway, this is going to be the exhibition round robin heat number one, and before we get to the fights, let's take a quick look at the bots. First bot, of course, is Rad Wedge 2, sequel to the first Rad Wedge. But this one, it's not just the wedge. This one is actually a flipper. It has a flipper arm at the front, you can see. Second is Great Crown. This is not the same Great Crown that I released earlier. This is a more realistic version, I'd say. This is a four-wheel drive tower vert, and you can see it right here in its wedge configuration, but it also has a fork configuration that you'll be seeing later. Third is Clean Sweep, which is a two-wheel drive undercutter bar spinner with two long forks at the front. Simple as that. And last and definitely not least is Diamond Tears, which is a replica of a BattleBot Season 3 applicant by the team behind Wanhu. This is a cluster bot, or yeah, cluster bot. Is cluster bot the right word I'm looking for? Multi bot. Cluster bot? Whatever. There's two bots in the arena at once that are fighting one opponent. That's what I'm trying to get at here. It's a little late. I can't think of the proper word for it, but anyway, it's two middleweight two-wheel drive vertical spinners. Is the bot, and this is a very very interesting one. I don't usually include reps fighting non-reps, but I just made this one. I wanted to see how it fights, so I mean I might as well include it. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to the first fight, which will be against Great Crown versus Clean Sweep. And here we go, the matchup of Clean Sweep versus Great Crown. Here we go. And the bots are going off. Oh, the big hit right off the start. Great Crown getting the better of the first exchanges right at the start. Oh, but Clean Sweep retaliating, sending Great Crown flying backwards. Clean Sweep coming in with a big hit. Oh, not both of them locking against each other. Oh, Great Crown able to get under Clean Sweep most of the time despite the forks. Oh, a massive hit by Great Crown, sending Clean Sweep into the ceiling. Great Crown trying to follow up and does another massive hit on Clean Sweep. Clean Sweep needs to get something going here, but Great Crown is just throwing it through the air. Oh, Clean Sweep getting a good hit on Great Crown, sending it backwards, but Clean Sweep is having trouble moving, it looks like. Great Crown trying to go in, but Fork stopping it, but getting another massive hit on Great Crown, or excuse me, on Clean Sweep, sending it backwards. Great Crown coming in for another hit. Again, sending itself backwards again. Contact from Clean Sweep Spinner. But Great Crown flying up through the air. Oh, but and Clean Sweep getting underneath. Can it take advantage? It does. Great Crown going flying backwards. Clean Sweep coming in for some hits. Oh, Great Crown getting hit on Clean Sweep. It looks like Great Crown Spinner is hitting the floor, which might be a problem for it down the line. Clean Sweep coming in with a series of hits, getting a bunch of damage on Great Crown. But could it come back? Oh, Great Crown Retaliating trying to follow up, but its spinner is hitting the floor, making it harder for it to drive. Oh, and going flying through the air. Can Clean Sweep take advantage? It is. The Clean Sweep's forks are incredibly damaged. It's going to be hard for it to get under Great Crown. And here comes Great Crown with another big hit. Oh, and a missed follow-up because of spinner hitting the floor. Clean Sweep coming in. Oh, Great Crown getting a hit on. Clean sweep, but Great Crown itself flying backwards, but clean sweep flying through the air. Oh, now the two bots locked together, both incredibly damaged, but only one can come out on top. Great Crown still has the edge. Can it finish the job on clean sweep? Great Crown needs to finish this fight quickly. And it looks like he's trying to finish it off right here. Clean sweep. Oh, and clean sweep is knocked out, even though one more hit on Great Crown. Clean sweep was already immobilized, so Great Crown will take this win, and Great Crown will gain 1 point. So Great Crown is at a 1-0 record right now, while Clean Sweep will stay at a 0-1 record right now. But next match is going to be Diamond Tears versus Rad Wedge 2. Let's go and get to that one. Here we are, the matchup between the multi-bot Diamond Tears and the four-wheel drive flipper Rad Wedge. Let's see how they do. Both bots of Diamond Tears starting on the upside of the arena. Rad Wedge going in on one half of Diamond Tears. The other half of Diamond Tears coming in for a big hit on Rad Wedge, flipping it over. Oh, the two working well together right now. One going out the front, one going out the side. A massive hit on Rad Wedge. Rad Wedge going in on one of the halves of Diamond Tears, but another massive hit by Diamond Tears. Rad Wedge not really able to get under well, but another massive hit. Even though those spinners are small, they are powerful. One half of Diamond Tears seems to be having trouble self-righting, but it's fine. The other half is going in on Rad Wedge. Got hard to see from the camera angle right now. We can see it's Rad Wedge is being flipped in the air. Diamond Tears seemingly winning all of the exchanges so far. Rad Wedge really unable to get under the ground clearance of Diamond Tears, even with only one of the two multi-bots. Speaking of, here comes the other multi-bot. Oh, a little bit of friendly fire there, but it's fine. Both halves coming on Rad Wedge. One getting around to the side while one goes to the front. Seems like it's a very good strategy by the two halves of Diamond Tears. Another massive hit by Diamond Tears. Oh. Both of them stuck together. Rad Wedge still unable to get under Diamond Tears. Diamond Tears unable to win all of these exchanges. Able to get underneath the ground clearance. And here comes the other half flying in from all the way across the other side of the arena just to hit Rad Wedge. Rad Wedge is not able to do anything, and Rad Wedge is destroyed. Diamond Tears will take the win by KO, and Diamond Tears goes to a 1-0 record, while Rad Wedge will go down to an 0-1 record. So, next up is going to be the battle between the two 1-0 bots. It will be Great Crown in sport configuration versus Diamond Tears. Here is Great Crown and Diamond Tears. Is a very important match as the winner will go up to a solid 2-0 record. Loser will go down to 1-1. Great Crown going on one half of Diamond Tears, the other half of Diamond Tears attempting to come in from behind. Great Crown using sport configuration. Diamond Tears getting under Great Crown. Oh, Great Crown's force getting tangled up on one half of Diamond Tears. Oh, from friendly fire by Diamond Tears. But it looks like both are going in. More friendly fire, and it looks like one half of Diamond Tears has lost the wheel. This will make things a lot easier for Great Crown, since they really only have to focus on one of the bots. One half of Diamond Tears is very immobile at the moment. Great Crown can only focus on one of the smaller bots, which will give it a massive advantage in this fight, especially with its low ground clearance of butt. Having trouble seeing some of the bots, so we should probably change the camera. There we go. Oh, Great Crown coming in against one half of Diamond Tears, the other half still stuck against the wall back there. Great Crown able to get the better of these exchanges now that it doesn't have to worry about both halves of Diamond Tears attacking it at once. Great Crown's able to just focus on one half, throw it around, keep control of it. It doesn't have to play this fight quickly. Great Crown knows as much time as it needs. Diamond Tears isn't really able to do much when both bots are attacking it. Great Crown has the much better ground clearance, has bigger, more powerful weapon, so it can take its time and get those good hits it needs. Looks like that's what it's doing. Diamond Tears trying to come in, trying to find a good angle, but unable to, especially when it's just one bot. Oh, looks like Great Crown's focused on the other half Diamond Tears briefly before turning to the more mobile bot. Oh, but sending the other bot flying. And looks like Great Crown is going to try to finish off the more mobile half of Diamond Tears. It looks like it has its only Great Crown versus the half of Diamond Tears that only has one wheel, which will make it very hard for this bot to do anything. And Great Crown is just pinning against the corner, throwing it in the air. What can Diamond Tears really do at this point? Just hope that Great Crown, like in the last match, just its spinner starts hitting the floor and it flipped itself over. And maybe at that point, this half of Diamond Tears could take advantage. It's still pretty healthy as far as health goes, but Great Crown looking for an angle and getting a massive hit on Diamond Tears, sending it flying backwards. Oh, another big hit. Great Crown pursuing this half of Diamond Tears. Again, like I said before, oh, a massive hit, nearly sending it to the ceiling. But Diamond Tears isn't really able to do anything with the low ground clearance of Great Crown, and it looks like Great Crown will pick up the win and move to a 2-0 record, giving it a very, very good position in this heat. Diamond Tears not in a bad position itself either, going to a 1-1 record, but it needs to win its next match if it wants to have a hope of winning its heat. And speaking of, next match will be between the two bots are currently at 0-1. And that is Red Wedge 2 and that is Clean Sweep. Let's head over to that fight. Here is Clean Sweep and here is Red Wedge. Both bots desperate for a win to keep their hopes of winning this bracket alive, and here they go. Oh, Clean Sweep getting under Red Wedge immediately, getting hit around the side of Red Wedge. Red Wedge kind of trying to come in, but Clean Sweep seems to have a better ground clearance right at the start, able to keep control and just kind of do whatever it wants with Red Wedge. At the moment, Red Wedge getting under briefly, but both bots then flying through the air. Red Wedge now missing a wheel. Clean Sweep seems to be pretty unaffected by that exchange. Red Wedge getting underneath briefly, but missing the flip. Oh, Clean Sweep now flipped over, but Spinner is still deadly. His forks are still low to the ground while upside down. Red Wedge trying to get way around the side and does. Trying to push Clean Sweep back and get underneath it. Oh, Red Wedge getting a little flip. Can't take control of this by getting another flip on Clean Sweep. Fight may have turned in Red Wedge's favor. Oh, but Red Wedge flipped itself over. Clean Sweep able to get Spinner up to speed. And Red Wedge stuck on the wall briefly, but here comes Clean Sweep. It's back in this fight. Getting underneath Red Wedge, sending it back again. Red Wedge going flying through the air. Clean Sweep with his big bar, able to, just rack up the damage points it needs, sending Red Wedge backwards, and looks like Red Wedge was immobilized from that exchange, and Clean Sweep will take this match by KO, moving up to a 1-1 record. Unfortunately, Red Wedge 2 going down to an 0-2 record is now impossible for it to win. However, Clean Sweep is still in this with a chance, and it looks like Clean Sweep will be in the next match versus the fellow 1-1 bot Diamond Tears. Another really important matchup. Winner of this match goes up to 2-1 and is in with a genuine shot of at least tying Great Crown. So let's head over to that match. Here we are, the penultimate match of the heat, and it will be Diamond Tears versus Clean Sweep. Which one will go 2-1? Which one will go 1-2? We'll see. And here we go. Boss colliding. Oh, one half of Diamond Tears coming in from behind, while the other half was coming in from the front. This is a great strategy for a multi-bot like this. Yeah, see, they're doing it again. Diamond Tears was a great strategy. One going in on the front, the other going for hits around on the back. Oh, here they are. Both halves of Diamond Tears going in on Clean Sweep, sending Clean Sweep flying. Clean Sweep now upside down. Clean Sweep still able to get some big hit, but it's able to go one bot at a time. It's able to throw them around, but now that both are attacking at once, Diamond Tears was a very, very good strategy right now and pulling it off well. One bot going at the front and the other going at the side or the back. But Clean Sweep able to fight them one at a time now, sending both back. But one half of Diamond Tears coming in from the side. Diamond Tears, both of them under Clean Sweep, both sending it flying. One half Diamond Tears sends the other half flying, but it doesn't matter. One half is able to get around the side of Clean Sweep, sending Clean Sweep flying. Sending Clean Sweep into the ceiling, and that was it. A quick match, a quick knockout for Diamond Tears, and Diamond Tears will be finishing at a 2-1 record. At the very most, it can tie Great Crown, depending on the the results of Great Crown's next match. However, Clean Sweep will be finishing at 1-2. It has no chance of winning at this point. It's a matter of whether it gets third or fourth. And we'll see in our final match. It is the 2-0 Great Crown versus the 0-2 Rad Wedge. Rad Wedge looking to play spoiler here, getting a win on the board. Great Crown looking to go undefeated and cleanly win the heat. Let's go over to the final match. Here we are, the final match of the heat. It's Great Crown, interestingly, going with its wedge configuration versus Rad Wedge. Great Crown with an opportunity to win the heat outright, but Rad Wedge is hoping to stop it. Great Crown, despite having its wedge configuration, getting underneath Rad Wedge well at the start, sending Rad Wedge flying. Rad Wedge needs to find an angle to get underneath, but Great Crown seems to have the lower ground clearance. It seems like even though it doesn't have its ground scraping forks, so its wedge is doing more than fine. Rad Wedge not able to do anything. Great Crown able to cleanly get underneath. Oh, Great Crown's thing itself flying backwards, but it self-rights well. Rad Wedge even moving at this point? I don't even know if it is. Great Crown with massive hits. It looks like, unless something crazy happens, Great Crown will be taking this match and will be taking the heat as a whole. Looks like, yeah, Rad Wedge isn't even moving at this point. Great Crown is just going in to finish it off, just to make sure it's destroyed. Oh, Rad Wedge moved a little bit. It looks like it only moved while upside down. Look at the bottom of Rad Wedge. It is bent like crazy, but, and that is it. Great Crown takes it in under a minute. Great Crown goes 3-0, beating Clean Sweep, Diamond Tears, and Rad Wedge. And Great Crown is your heat winner. Impressive bot for sure, an impressive run. And let's give credit to the other bots where it's due. Diamond Tears finishing in second place with 2-1. Definitely a strong bot, and one I'm probably going to include again in the future. This is, from what I've seen in its fights, it could be, these two little bots can be pretty scary to go against. I'm very interested to see how they do. It's coming in third place with 1-2 is Clean Sweep. Had some good close performances, especially against Great Crown, but definitely improvements could be done with this bot, but it's, it's in a pretty good spot as it is. The design isn't fully finalized, so hopefully in the future it'll get even better. And coming up in last is Rad Wedge 2 with an 0-3 record. Excuse me, failing to pick up a win against any of the other three bots. This is another bot that could definitely be used some optimizing in the future. This is already an optimization of the original Rad Wedge, but still some improvements to be done here. I'm very interested to see how Rad Wedge changes and evolves in the future. Anyway, thank you all for watching this heat. I really enjoyed putting this together, and I hope y'all enjoyed watching it. So I'll see y'all a little bit later with some more Battle RC.